Completely forgot to do an intro. What the freak? Hi guys, my name is Mia, pero you can call me Mo. And welcome to Mocats World, Mocats Land. Welcome to my oh baby, welcome to my world. That was so FK. But yeah. Hello. This is the place where we don't judge. I talk about K-pop. Apparently now BL. Never thought I'd be talking about this ever. If you're a real one, you'll like the video right now. I know it's just the intro, but you're in for a treat. I'd hope. I don't know. Did I do a good job? I don't know. I'm filming this intro after I finish filming the rest of the video, and now I have 15% charge. So yeah, enjoy the video. BL. You saw today's title. You're a weirdo. Just like me. BL. BL. Where do I even begin? That's a really good question. That is a really good question. I don't know. Just kidding, I do know. Because I wrote it down. We're scripted, baby. Made a Google Docs account just for this. Let's hope my school does not look, because I'm doing all of this on my school computer. I did all the research on my school computer. Luckily, they didn't ban Wiki yet. They didn't ban the Wiki yet. So I was able to get all my information. I got most of my information from Wikipedia. Yeah, just to summarize the shows, because I forgot some of them, or I just watched them like a long time ago. But like my memory is really bad, so like stay with me, please. BL, or Boys Love, started to become a thing in, guess what, the 1960s. Yeah, your grandma was probably over there reading some. She was probably reading some Yao before you were even born. My crap is falling. Okay. And specifically, it started in Japan. So, if you're Japanese, your ancestors were probably reading this crap. Sorry to break it to you, or congratulations. I don't know. But Mari Mori was the first female author to write about BL in Japan. Now, many people have different definitions for what BL is or what MLM is. But I will try to put them in my best words, I guess. But also sorry if I'm looking this way. My computer's right there. Oh, I don't know what you want me to do. You know what? I'm about to put it on a box so that I'm not looking that away. Okay. So today I'm focusing on Thai BL specifically, because if I did a whole rundown of everything, this video would be 2 hours long, and I'd do it if I could. I made a whole 3-hour video. Go watch that if you would like. It's on every controversy that happened in the K-pop atmosphere of the world in 2024. Took me a lot of time. Took me way too long, and I'm sad that not a lot of people saw it, but yeah. Also, sorry for the amount of times I'm gonna say BL today. I'm gonna say it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna say it all. Also, the name of the characters from the shows, because I'm summarizing it. What do you expect from me? Don't expect too much, okay? For the most part, Thai BLs focus on the relationship between the main couple, but also have a subplot with another couple. Most of the time, the subplot goes like a teeny bit faster than the main plot. Like, say for example, like the subplot, couple, they will like kiss before the like main couple or whatever. It really depends what kind of BL you're watching. Whether you're watching like a cutesy one, maybe they won't even kiss, or at least they won't give you a good one. Like either give me a good one or just don't do it at all. Don't do it at all. I'm talking to all the Japanese BLs because what is with the, like, you did not edit it good enough to make it look like it was a seamless kiss. Like, their lips aren't touching, girl. Like, I can tell. Sadly, I can tell. But anyways, we're not talking about that today. I haven't seen that many Thai BLs. Mostly my best friend that watches Thai BLs. Shout out to you. She like supported me on making this video, which I love you for. 사랑해 또 사랑해. Okay, put the mic down, Mia. Put the mic down. Okay, where am I? I'm losing my track, and we're already like what? A couple minutes in. Okay, so like I was saying, I haven't seen that many Thai BLs, but the ones I've seen, most of them, there will always be university or college involved. No matter if you're watching a freaking mafia, like, BL type crap, or you're watching, like, one that takes place in a college, or there's always school involved, specifically college, and there's at least one person that is a music major, an engineering major, specifically engineering, or architecture, or something to do with the arts. There's always at least one. But like, yeah, it's either college plus engineer, or it's like whole 180 mafia, like gangster, my gangster oppa. We should do a video reviewing like the really bad Thai BLs because there's a lot. Also, they have crazy names. My gangster oppa. Like, what even? It's not even Korean either. So why is oppa in there? I don't know. Go ask oppa. Thai BLs, they are also freaky. They're freaky. The freakiest of all the freakiest BLs are made in Thailand, for the most part. And that says a lot because Japanese BLs, they can get really freaky. I'm looking at you, the novelist. I'm saying the alternative name because if I say the real one, I will literally, I don't want this video to get like taken down or anything. But yeah, most Thai BLs are like, they're either like super cute and like harmless, or again a full 180 and they're like rated R, 18 plus related content. So if you have virgin eyes, stay away. I should have listened to my own advice. I didn't. I watched KinnPorsche.
Let me know if y'all want a video on KinnPorsche like on his own. I was gonna add it into this video, but then I realized the video was gonna be too long, so then I didn't add it. Yeah, I watched KinnPorsche. So if you want a review on that, hit me up, leave a comment, and I'll do it. Actually, I think I didn't watch the last episode or something, so I'll finish that, and then if you want me to, then I can make a video on that.
Before I like get into the meat and potatoes, I want to add that BL like is mostly made to romanticize or aestheticize a relationship between two men, like, and it makes it seem more welcoming or lovely in a way. I have seen I'm blanking on the names right now, but I have seen some that like do a really good job at like showing like how like a real like relationship can work in real life.
Okay, so I didn't really word it that well in this video, like when I recorded this, but what I meant was that I have seen some shows that some like BLs that have done a good job at representing like a true gay relationship and stuff like that. Definitely see I've seen it more in like American like BL, but like in Asia I feel like there aren't that many that like truly show it, but there are some. Like I said in the video, I'm blanking on the name, but if you guys know any, please put it down in the comments because last thing I want to do is to lie to you guys. That's the last thing I ever want to do. So please let me know. Thank you.
Or I also forgot to add that Thai BLs are usually like an hour long per episode. Yeah. And they usually have like 12 episodes. If they're feeling crazy, they go into like 16. Whoa. They might even do a whole second season. Whoa. That's like 24 episodes. Whoa. 24 whole hours. Whoa. Second season usually doesn't get that many episodes. and time to get into the quote-unquote bread and butter. What you've all been waiting for. Insert happy dun 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 Thai BL reviews or summaries or like talking about it. I don't know what I'm calling this really. I'm kind of just summarizing it and then talking. That's a review. That's a review for you. Today I picked two Thai BLs with different plots. I tried my best because I mostly just seen ones that take place in college or like school. There's always an engineering major. You'll be surprised how many college BLs there are. First BL is, drumroll please, Bad Buddy. Also, if I'm going down, it's because my mic is like right here. So, woo! Bad Buddy, I really like Bad Buddy. And the second BL is, drumroll please, Cutie Pie. I love Seapook and Nunu. Their relationship is so cute. Freaking love them. Now that I laid out like the basis of everything, let's get into it. Bad Buddy. Where do I even begin? Obujita. Murugeseo. Me? Yono Sabo. What is Bad Buddy? Bad Buddy is about two college students, Pran and Pat, who fall in love even though their families are rivals. Oh my gosh! Now, does this plot seem familiar? I would hope so. Because if I were to put it into my own words, I would call it Romeo and Juliet if it was two men and it was in Thailand. So, not really Romeo and Juliet, but it's giving Romeo and Juliet because the families hate each other and like in Romeo and Juliet, the families hate each other, right? So, Romeo and Juliet. Oh, and it's different because this time, like, Pran and Pat don't like themselves like Romeo and Juliet did. So, that's a plus, that's a plus. I won't go too much in depth. That way I don't spoil the whole thing, but like, I'm still going to be spoiling things. So, be mindful of that. And if you want to watch the show, go watch the show and then come back. Each episode, or like, about like almost an hour, like 40 to 1 hour. Where was I? Pat and Pran grew up living next to each other. Their families absolutely hate the living hell out of each other. And that has caused Pat and Pran to not get along. But they did kind of get along. And so like in elementary school, like throughout the episodes you get some lore into like what their life was like when they were younger.
And basically, the reason why they fell out of friendship is because Pran had to move away. Why? You'll find out later, so keep watching if you want to know why.
After not being home for a good 3 years, Pran comes back from studying abroad. I forget where he went, but that's like not relevant. So, he happens to be an architect major. What did I say? At the same college as Pat, who is an engineering major. What did I say? We got a two-piece combo. Their departments also happen to hate each other, putting them yet again up against each other. And their departments hate each other so much that they fight one day, and that leads their teacher to threaten their activities, their extracurriculars, and this is bad because Pat and Pran, they want to join the music competition. And this is really important to them because so Pat is a drummer and Pran is he sings and he plays guitar. So basically they make a truce to stop fighting in order for them to enter said competition. And then throughout the show they start getting closer and they eventually end up falling in love. And this all started. Okay, so be prepared. This all started because Pat and Pran ended up living in the same apartment right next to each other.
Okay, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole reason why Pat and Pran find out that they're living next to each other is because I think Pran gives or puts like a snack at like Pat's door. I forget why. I think he like accidentally he accidentally took his food. I just remembered. Oh my gosh, sorry, I've been trying to figure this out for so much because Google was not helping me and I was not going back to find out what episode it was from. But basically they both order food at the same time one night, and Pran accidentally gets Pat's food, and Pat gets Prawn's food. So then, as like to say sorry, they don't see each other eye to eye, but to say sorry, Prawn gives him like snacks or like a drink or something, like one of those like green teas that they always freaking advertise. But he gives him one of those, and then they like interchange gifts, and basically, Pat starts like he's like, oh my gosh, who is this cute girl? Because he thinks the person living next to him is a girl, like because of the way he wrote his words, I think, or something like that. I don't really remember, so sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong. But he thinks it's a girl, and then one day, Pat writes like, meet me on the roof or something like one night, and then like I want to give you something or whatever, like a gift, and then he goes there, and then a girl's there, but that's not who he's looking for. Then later, Prawn comes up on the roof, right? Prawn is on the roof, and then they see each other, and they're like, oh, why is Pat here? Oh, why is Prawn here? And then they talk to each other, and Pat realizes that the quote unquote girl that he was talking to was actually Prawn, his rival, his enemy. So then that's when they find out that they live next to each other. Yeah, I just wanted to add that because I don't know, I thought it was really funny because Pat thought that Prawn was a girl. But yeah, continuing.
Since they live so close, they tease and annoy each other constantly, all while they have to pretend like they hate each other because their departments hate each other, and their friends also hate each other, and their families hate each other.
Hello everybody, I'm here to draw this out. So as I was saying, we got, don't mind my bad drawing. Here we got Pat, then over here we got Prawn, right? And they got crap, they got secretly hate each other. I'm so bad at writing with the chisel pen. I spelled each other wrong. Anyway, they guys are gonna hate each other. Cause so hit their departments. Departments they wait, not towards Pat. That hate's gotta go towards the other this department, right? Right, that department, they hate each other, right? And then their familias, the fam, they hate okay, this is neutral. So and then Pat's family. Okay, this will be a double speed. So then the fam. So then yeah, that's how we got it. And then they're low-key like love.
Basically, it's a word between love, hate, and lies. Amor, odio, y mentiras. Crazy. That would be a bomb freaking name for like a telenovela. Or a BL. Love, hate, and lies. Who's trying to make this with me? By the way, while Prawn is finding out that he low-key likes Pat, Pat tells him that he has a crush on Ink. Names are crazy in Thai BLs, by the way, but that's just a Thai thing. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Pat tells him that he has a crush on Ink. At this point, Pat was sleeping over because he forgot his room. He forgot the key to his room. So they're like, Pat's like, Prawn, let me sleep with you, please. Like, my key? I don't know where it is. Watashi no key wa doko desu ka? Wobuji morugessoyo. I don't know. For context, Ink is one of their childhood friends, and they both had a crush on her. But Pat's feelings were like stronger. Or I'm not sure if Prawn like had like a crush on her. But no, I think when he was younger, Prawn like low-key had a crush on Pat. But Pat liked Ink. And Ink, we don't know who Ink likes. But you'll hear about that later. And now Ink, so that was during their high school days. Like we got into a flashback, and then it's like showing us like them at high school. And now Ink is back in their lives, and she's also at their college. They be seeing her around, and Prawn is getting jealous because he thinks his relationship with Pat is gonna go back to the shitter. And if I was Prawn, I'd be scared too. I'd be like, oh, everything is literally just taking me away from this person that I really like. Like, what the freak? Like, I'm literally like cursed or something. Pat eventually tells Ink that he likes her. And she's like, I don't like you. And he's like, okay, damn, I don't really feel that hurt from it. Maybe I didn't actually like you. He doesn't say that to her, but like after he tells her, he's like, maybe I don't like Ink. Maybe I actually like Prawn. Whoa, that's insane. So he does put everything together, and he's like, I love Prawn. Like Prawn is my baby girl, Prawn, I need Prawn in my life. And about damn time, because Prawn been wanting you since, and only now are you figuring it out. Pat also ends up getting jealous when it comes to Prawn. Jealous. Love, hate, lies, and jealousy. Prawn and his best friend Y are really close, and they're in the same band for the music competition. And it's comp day. It is competition day. I know we skipped a lot, but now it's competition day. And Prawn ends up playing the song that he and Pat wrote together in high school. Because, so basically, there was a music competition, right? There was a music competition in high school. They were playing. And everything was going well until Prawn's mother shows up. And I'm not sure if Pat's family was up, but Prawn's mom and dad, they show up. And Prawn gets nervous because I think her mom doesn't, first of all, she doesn't like Pat because she hates Pat's dad. We'll get into that later. But yeah, she sees Prawn and Pat playing together. And Prawn gets all nervous and he's like, oh, because he's like not supposed to be doing this. He's not allowed to play guitar or something like that. I don't really remember, sorry. But yeah, he's not supposed to be doing any of this crap. So then he jumps off stage, he doesn't finish the song. And then next thing you know, he's studying abroad. He was moved to a different school just because of that. And then him and Pat never talked again until now. They're in college, right? So that's, I forgot to say all that. But Prawn is performing this song, right? And him and Y, they're like acting all buddy with the song. And Pat's watching this. And he's like, he's performing that song, my song, with my Prawn. And then he feels all jealous and weird. And then later that day, get ready for this. Later that day, they talk on the roof. And they're like talking about their relationship and do the classic, what are we? Are we more than just friends? They do that. And then they end up kissing. And that sparks the fire in their relationship. And then as the episodes go on, they end up becoming a couple. But they still have to keep it under the wraps because literally everybody in their lives, like, they hate each other. So, like, it's impossible for them to be together. Pat ends up telling his sister, or I think she finds out. I don't really remember. And the thing didn't really tell me, so, and I didn't want to do any more research, so but yeah, she ends up finding out one way or another. And then Prawn tells his friends, I'm pretty sure, like towards the end. Yeah. I think he tells why. Don't really remember. Not too sure. It doesn't really matter. I think I don't know. It's a bunch of morugetsuyo. Anyways, now we get to the ending of the series. Both parents end up finding out that about their relationship, which makes tensions rise. People are like, what? Oh my gosh, wow. And then Pat and Prawn also find out why their familias hate each other. Okay. This is a lot. And it's not really their families, it's just Pat's dad and Prawn's mom really hate each other, right? So apparently, Pat's dad screwed with Prawn's mom. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Pat's dad screwed Prawn's mom over. So he screwed her over and took her scholarship. He took her scholarship from her. And do you know how he did that? So the teacher, he was gonna tell. So this is they're in high school, right? Yeah, they're in high school. Prawn's mom and Pat's dad. So they went to the same school. And their teacher is like, because they were good friends, right? The teacher comes up to Pat's dad because he's like, hey, where's Prawn's mom? Where is she? Because I need to talk to her because she got a scholarship into the school she wanted to go to, right? And Pat's dad takes this opportunity because he's like on the lower end of the side, like financially. So he's like, I'm gonna take this opportunity and I'm gonna tell the teacher, oh, Prawn's mom actually said she didn't want the scholarship. Yeah, he told the teacher that. You know what the teacher did? He gave the scholarship to Pat's dad. What? What? I was like, what? Why would the teacher do that? Why would Pat's dad do that? And why didn't he confirm this with Pran's mom? Loki, I'm siding with Pran's mom. And like you stole that scholarship from me. What do you expect? I'm gonna hate you for life. But the feud with the families dies down like by 1%. But like understandably, because Pat's dad, what the fuck? After a while of being together, they break up. They break up. Oh no, why? That's what you're thinking, right? Well, guess what? Joke's on you, they didn't actually break up. Yeah, they didn't actually break up. They just told people they broke up so that they could live a happy life. Hashtag couple goals. But Pran ends up working abroad in Singapore, and Pat stays in Thailand doing his engineering shit. Or whatever an engineering major does. I don't know. Pran comes back home, and they act all coupley with each other. By the way, they told Pat, Ink, Y, and Pat's friend Korn that they were still together. Oh, and Pat and Ink are dating. So Pat is Pat's sister, younger sister, and then Ink. So lesbians. They're also gay. Sorry, I can't talk too loud about this crap because I have family. Anyways, yeah. They didn't really say it directly, but in the end they act all like lesbian and crap with each other, so yeah. Hashtag lesbian rights. Am I right? Of course I am. Anyways, yeah. Pat and Pran are in a healthy, cute relationship, and they are inseparable. Even though they live far away from each other, they do have a long-distance relationship since Pran's over here in Singapore and Pat's over here in Thailand. So, yeah. Also, didn't write this in the script, but I just remembered. Pran's mom, she's also supportive. She was like, so, they were like at the table eating, and like, Pran's mom is like, so you like got anyone you like? And she's like, it literally, I don't care who you date, doesn't matter if they're like a guy or a girl, but just don't let it be the neighbor. She legitimately said that. She was like, literally anyone is fine, but Pat, like, please do not date him. But then she ends up being okay with it, and the families like they like end up like not fighting as much. They don't like talk it out or anything or like apologize, but yeah. Pat's dad is a bit like about Pat and Pran's relationship. Pat's mom, she's okay with it. She's like super happy, and whatevs. But yeah, in the end, Pat and Pran, they don't end up telling their parents that they're back together. But the parents, they know they're back together because they're like, come on, we're not stupid. But yeah, that was Bad Buddy, guys. That was Bad Buddy. My recap does not do the show justice, so please go watch it. Please go watch it. It was nice and refreshing. You can watch it on Viki with a subscription. I'm not sure if it's the premium one or like the regular one. Did I do that? No. Well, no, I did not. I did not pirate it. I don't do that crap. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. This show was very cute, and I like that it wasn't necessarily like overly sexual. They do put a few jokes and teases, but it was overall cute. If you wanna add anything about the show in the comments, please go do that. Feel free. This is an open space, and I love hearing other people's opinions. This show was very nice. I'm trying to think if they had like a kiss scene. They did kiss on the rooftop. And they would kiss like on the cheek or whatever, but it was really cute. GMM did that. I always love GMM TV. They usually don't make like overly like overly sexual like BLs, so I do appreciate that. So if I'm trying to go for something like nice and chill, GMM is my guy. Or gal. They are the people I go to when I want a good BL. But yeah, compared to this one, this next one is a doozy, guys. Time to get into the second ever BL that I watched, Cutie Pie. Now we're in for a ride because I forgot the whole plot. I forgot the whole plot. I just know that in the end they end up like getting married or whatever. But we'll get more into that. This plot is absolutely insane. I watched it like a year ago, 2 years ago almost. Wow. If I get anything wrong, please. Also, I was going to condense this, but then I was like, no, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all in, right? I'm gonna go all in. This BL is about Kua and Lian. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. Hold up. Let me search it up. I meant to search it up earlier. Un momento. Okay, so I couldn't find any on it, but I think it's Kua, right? Not Kuya. I know it ain't that, but it's Kua and then Lian. They have been friends since childhood. Yet again, childhood best friends. A little similar. So, Kua Kirati. I love saying that. Kirati is from a rich Thai family. While Lian, hold up. I don't want to mispronounce this. Lian Keelan Wang is a Chinese immigrant who is humble. Type shit. According to the wiki, they call him humble. Their families have a tight-knit bond with each other despite the difference in class, specifically their grandfathers. Kua's family helps Lian's family with their business, which led them to feel indebted to Kua's grandpa. Lian's family is thriving with their company because of the investment the Kuas gave, and because the families are so close to each other, Kua's grandpa suggests that Kua and Lian get married. Woo! Yes, marriage! Arranged marriage! We love to see it. Crazy suggestion, but okay, pops. Now gay marriage isn't legal in Thailand at the moment. While in the time frame of this show, sorry, my computer almost fell. But Kua's grandpa just wants their families to be even closer. But Lian promises to Kua's grandpa to take care of Kua forever, and this is before he dies. So he's like, now Lian's like, now I gotta fulfill this, right? And then since then, the boys stay engaged and intend to get married to each other. And I think Lian is specifically like waiting till he's like 20 to like finally like start pursuing him. You know what I mean? When I first saw this go down, I was like, I don't know. Arranged marriage is just a thing that is like, I mean, it's a thing, but like the families made them promise like at a really young age, which is just weird. By the way, they have an age gap of 7 years.
Okay, so later on, I talk more about the age gap. But yeah, I guess I should have prefaced this earlier because it is something that makes me like about the show because like I don't know, I feel like we could have done without it, but you'll hear my opinion later.
This is present time in the show. Kua is in university, so he's like around 19, 20 years old. He's turning like 20, I'm pretty sure. And Lian manages his family's company, so he's 27. Now I would find it okay if they got engaged at like in their present time, 20 and 27. But they got engaged at around Kua was 5 years old and Lian was 12 years old. Now, I don't blame Kua or Lian for this, but their parents, like, who in the right mind would do this to two children? Like, Kua isn't even like he's not like a teen yet. Neither is Lian. Lian is what, an elementary schooler? And Kua is like a first grader. Oh my god, no. No, Lian would be, he's a middle schooler. And then Kua is literally elementary, first year of elementary, around. If we're going by like American standards. I don't know how it works in Thailand. But anyways, Kua loves music and motorcycles. He studies automotive engineering. Here we go again, engineering. But he lied to his parents and Lian that he takes computer engineering. And he also has another secret. Yeah, he is a man of mystery. Full of mystery. Kua has been performing at his friend Jay's bar under the name Kirin. I don't want to pronounce it with an American accent, but Kirin. Yeah, I try my best. No one knows about this. Not even his fiance. Kirin has become pretty famous from this and has collected the hearts of many fans. By the way, he doesn't show his face, so he's like a faceless singer. And Kua does this because he wants his family to think that he is an obedient, respectful child. But in reality, he can be a bitch and is really immature. Kua also puts on a facade when he's with Lian. Who would have thunk? He only wants to show Lian his good side. And he doesn't want Lian to get put off by what an absolute diva he is. Every week, the couple goes on a date and they try to strengthen their bond, which is low-key not even existent at the start and is really awkward between them. Now, Lian is very mature and sophisticado. Runs his family business and owns a nightclub. I think it's called Gemini Club, with his friend Yi. Lian doesn't really care for their relationship, and he finds Kua boring and plain. If only he knew who Kua truly was.
And the thing is that Kua and Lian, legitimately the only thing that they had to do was communicate. Wow, another BL where all we need the freaking main characters to do is communicate. Who would have thought that communicating could fix legitimately everything? This show could have been like, I mean, I'm glad it wasn't like one episode, but it could have just been like a movie. And then they just immediately communicate and everything is fine. Would it be 10 minutes long? Yes. Would people enjoy it? Probably not. People like drama and they're chismosos as fuck. But like, Kua just had to communicate. If he really wanted to have a good relationship with Lian, and if he like actually wanted him to care for him, then he would have just communicated. Communication is key, guys. Communication is key.
He eventually tells Kua this, which leads Kua to get sad, and then he calls off the engagement. And throughout the show, it's just Kua and Lian not communicating like every other freaking BL ever. It's always, what's with not communicating? Can we just communicate? For BLs in general. Like, what's with the thing of not communicating to each other about our feelings? Just do it. Meanwhile, I can't even communicate with my family when they say something mean to me. I can't even be like, oh, I don't like that. Lian and Kua learn more about each other, and Lian like finds out about his identity, and blah 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 blah. They get married. That's like the basic summary. So if that's all you wanted to hear, then you got what you wanted. You could have just gone on the wiki, but thanks for watching. Now we get into the real plot. I'm already tired. But yeah, okay. So, Cutie Pie. We basically get the rundown of who Kua and Lian are, like the exposition in like episode 1, which I already did. And the main problem in the beginning is that Kua and Lian are on a date, but it gets interrupted due to a work mishap. Kua asks Lian why he's never told him I love you. Lian then tells him that their engagement is purely mandatory since he promised to do it to Kua's grandpa. Gee, thanks so much for showing me your love. Kua then calls off the engagement in a sad rage. Which, yeah, I would do that too. You just told me you don't love me, so why would we get married? Now that Kua is single, he decides to reveal his identity while performing in Gemini Club. Yeah, this is Jay's club, Kua's friend. Yeah, because now he doesn't have to keep up the image for Lan. He gets mega drunk while at the club and gets approached by an odd man that kind of looks like Lan. I wonder, is that actually Lan? Before anything bad could happen, Lan comes and saves him. Then we find out that Lan actually knew about Kua's secret identity. In a drunken state, Kua doesn't recognize Lan. As Lan takes him home, Kua asks why he can't love him back. This is when Lan kisses Kua for the first time. Kua wakes up in a secret home and remembers that he kissed a stranger that looked like Lan last night. Well, guess what, Kua? It was him. It was Lan. The one and only. He asks his friend Kondiao if he saw anyone take him, but Kondiao tells him that he left before him. Later in the day, Kua learns that Lan had been going to the club he performs at, so he suspects he also knows about Kirin. The next day after coming from university, Kua finds Lan at his family's mansion. So you have a mansion too, God. Kua is mega rich. What I know, he's mega rich. Like his family owns a silk business, I'm pretty sure. I mean, silk, am I right? I own nothing that is silk, which shows how, I guess, Kua, family rich. Lan tells him that, Kua will be living with him now. Reminder, they're not together anymore. But I guess Lan wants their relationship to be closer to each other. Or whatever. Kua doesn't want to, but Lan informs him that he got Kua's mother's permission. Not that Kua's mother's permission matters because Kua is an adult. But he ends up saying yes because if Mama said so, I guess I got to. He calls his mama for confirmation, and his mama's like, yeah, you're living with him. No excuses, blah, blah, blah. But then Kua tells his friend Jay that he can't perform at Gemini Club anymore for the time being. Lan ends up talking with Jay because he wants to become business partners. I'm not British, but Lan wants to become business partners with Jay at the Gemini Club, and then Jay tells him that Kua quit playing. He quit singing for them, and then now they make up a ploy to make Kua want to come sing again. So then the next day, this is the start of the ploy, and Jay calls Kua and tells him that famous Korean producer Jungkook, no, not that Jungkook, Jung with an O, not a U, Jungkook is going to be at the club later that night. Kua's like, I gots to go. It's Jungkook. So then he tries to sneak out of Lan's house that night, but too bad for him because Lan catches him. The Wikipedia didn't tell me if he went or not. I think he did. But prove me wrong. Por favor, prove me wrong. But anyways, Lan plans a date for them to show how much he cares for Kua. Finally, he's giving a shit. Could have done it earlier. Can you talk? Hontoni. Could have done it earlier. But whatever. At least you're trying now, bud. Next morning, Kua tries to help Lan cook, but he is legitimately incapable of doing literally anything. Literally, because he's a spoiled child that was born with a silver spoon, so he literally does not know how to do anything. So he messed up. I'm pretty sure he tries to cut a raw egg with a knife to crack the egg open. Who taught you that one, bud? But yeah, he messes up, and then he starts crying because he's like, I literally can't do anything, Leon. Like, how can you even like me, bro? Leon takes the opportunity and he's like, Kua, let me just, and then kisses him to shut him the fuck up. Thank you for that one, Leon. But yeah, and then they kiss, and then they like, I don't know if anything happened after that. I don't remember, and thank goodness. I think they made up or whatever. More like make out. Anyways, the next day they go on a nice little date, and Kua gets introduced to Leon's friends from Pentagon Club. That's the club that Leon owns. Before I accidentally said Gemini, I meant Pentagon. Like the K-pop group. Everything goes back to K-pop. Kua and Leon sort out their misunderstandings, and Leon confesses that he hasn't told Kua he loves him because he prefers to show his love through actions, like a kiss. Like you did last night. I see you. They spend the night together. Now, Wikipedia just said they spend the night together. I don't know if that meant like, or if they just like slept next to each other. Either way, no, I think they did. No, because I remember that one scene. Yeah. Anyways, no, why would I remember that? I don't even remember that, bro. What? So Kua thinks it's too good to be true, and he's afraid of getting hurt. And guess what? Kua was right. For once, he was right. He finds out that all the property deeds, I don't really know what that means, of his family were transferred to Leon's name, which makes Leon the sole owner of not just a little bit of his like family's money, but everything. So he's got all their money. And then, so Kua doesn't talk to Leon about this. Yet again, we don't want to communicate. What? I would immediately go up to him and be like, hey, why do you own all my family's money? Can I have some context, please? I don't want to misunderstand. Leon ends up asking Kua to become his boyfriend, and Kua accepts. He's still doubtful, since they keep secrets from each other, but how to put the fries in the bag. The fries in question being Leon. Still caught up in the fact that Leon basically owns his family assets, Kua calls his mom and asks if they're going bankrupt. His mama tells him everything is okay and don't worry. Now, I don't know about you, but when my mom says that, everything is in fact not okay. And he turns out to be right because after he finally confronts Leon about the deeds and whatnot, he finds out that the Kirati's silk business is not working out. Leon tells Kua everything is only under his name so that his family won't lose any money. Wow, Leon's actually a good guy? That's insane. And Leon tells him he initially didn't tell him because, baby girl, I don't want you to stress out. Hashtag couple goals for real. Okay, now we are at Leon's father's 60th birthday. Hashtag old much. And then Leon and Kua are at the party. They at the party. So now let's play a little game. Since we're here, we should play a little game. Let's guess what Leon asked Kua during the party. 1. Since we're hashtag totally in love, kiss me. 2. Let's strengthen our relationship so that we can live a nice, happy engagement. Or 3. Marry me. Did you guess correctly? So yeah, Liam asked Kua to marry him. So now, guess what Kua said? 1. Oh my god, 100 times, yes! 2. Yes. Or 3. No gracias. If you said no gracias, you're right. So yeah, Kua said, fuck no. He said no gracias, but he didn't say fuck no, but he declined because Leon doesn't know the real him. Then make him know? What? Just tell him. Kua runs away or whatever, and Leon runs after him. Does she run? And they But I think he runs all the way to Kua's freaking secret home. Like,
For like context, Kua's secret home is just like nobody. It's like his own like little place where he lived that like not even like his parents or Leon knew about. But like then like Leon like finds out about it because like how do you hide that you have a secret home? But yeah, he has a secret home and like that's where he like has all his like fun stuff. Like his I think he has like a bunch of like instruments in there, like a drum set and like yada yada. But yeah, that's like it.
anyways, they at the crib, and Leon admits that he knew about Kua's other side. He also tells them that he shouldn't hide who he truly is, and to hashtag be yourself. Next day comes by, and Kua tells his friends that I want to propose to Leon. And then he fails multiple times trying to find the right moment to propose. And in the end, he proposes by singing to Leon. So that was season 1. Now this is season 2. It's been a year since the proposal. Kua is finishing his internship and graduates university. Woo! Since he's done with school, Kua and Leon decide they finally want to prepare for their wedding. Hashtag let's get married. Let's get married. As they prepare, Kua is approached by Cosmixo, a South Korean entertainment company. Kua doesn't know what to do. Should he become an idol in South Korea? Or should he marry Leon and live in Thailand? I mean, he can still marry Leon and become, but you'll see. He speaks to Leon about his conflictions, and Leon tells him what a good supportive partner does. Do what you want to do. I'll love you either way. Or something along the lines of that. I don't really know. I never watched the second season. Don't sue me, please. So yeah, now Kua knows what he's gonna do, and he's gonna join the agency, but he wants to get married first. Yes. So he was gonna marry Leon anyways, but he didn't know if he wanted to stay in Thailand or move to South Korea. They attend their bachelor party in the evening before the ceremony. So now it's like wedding day, but first it's the bachelor party. As the wedding nears by the minutes, everything you could think of goes wrong. The chef is sick. The priest can't make it. It's raining, and the outdoor decorations are all fucked up. Leon loses his freaking wedding ring. Will anything go right? Well, lucky for the engaged, Leon found the ring. The rain stops. Jay becomes their officiant, and Kua and Leon are happily married. They get married. They probably kiss. Don't know. Didn't watch it. Chaotic, but in the end, everything worked out. Literally every gay relationship ever. Not that I'd know, but time goes by, and guess who became an idol? Kua dude. And he goes by the same stage name that he went in Gemini Club, Kiren. Why South Korea? Absolutely no clue. But pop off king. So now, that is the end of the show. And I do have some things I want to talk about, because I don't know, this show was, I love it, but there are some parts that I find a little problematic.
That's what I do. Look at these places.
First of all, the age gap. 7 years. 7 years is fine. I mean, well, from personal experience, but well, not personal experience. But my parents, they're 10 years apart. Call it weird or whatever, but they meant that my mom was like what? My mom was like in her like early 30s. My dad was in his like early 40s. Like, chill out. But like this, I don't know if I can chill out about this. They were together since they were 5 and 12.
Somebody,
Their parents were making it hard for them. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Also, the relationship is like kind of toxic. Like, Leon is like takes like advantage of his like him being like naive and like doesn't allow him to do like all these things, which makes Kua hide all his passions from him. It's like kind of Leon's fault. Like, Leon is like he's like confused on like why don't I know all this about Kua? But it's like because of you like made him feel like he couldn't show who he truly was. But in the end, he did support him and all that, like the supportive husband that he is. There was also a secondary couple in this one, just like there was in Bad Buddy. So yeah, the secondary couple was Kondiao, Kua's best friend, Lian's best friend Yi, and also partner at the Pentagon Club. So Yi and Kondiao, they had like the same kind of dynamic as Kua and Lian.
To put it in simple terms, because I didn't really explain it well before, or I just didn't like how I said it. Lian is a top, Kua is the bottom, and then Yi is a top, and then Kondiao is a bottom. Yep, that's how it goes. I'm gonna regret saying all this. Anyways, thanks for listening.
But that was Cutie Pie. Did you enjoy it? My summary. Definitely recommend seeing it. I mean, if you don't really like age gaps or like that kind of dynamic that I talked about, not the show for you. But yeah, I like the show. I mean, it was the first one I saw, so of course I liked it. But now looking back at it, I don't know. Definitely prefer Bad Buddy over it because there was like not anything necessarily bad. But yeah, I hope you liked that summary review thing, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. I don't even know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Now onto the outro. Anyways, what did y'all think? Did I do good? Did I do bad? Should I never do this again? You tell me, bro, because I don't know. I definitely want to talk about BL more in the future, in el futuro. So look forward to that. Next one that you'll see will probably be about Japanese BL. Hopefully that video will be shorter since Japanese BLs are shorter, but I might talk about 3, maybe 4, maybe even 4 if I'm feeling crazy. For the Japanese BL, suggestions would be greatly appreciated, but I have some really favorite ones. Eternal Yesterday, Cherry Magic. Eternal Yesterday was so sad. Cherry Magic was so cute. Old Fashioned Cupcake, that one was so cute. The Novelist. I have some good ones in the bag. The End of the World with You. Trying to think of more, but yeah. And if I got anything wrong, please correct me. Please correct me. I hate being wrong. I hate spreading misinformation. Oh, specifically with the Cutie Pie section, like y'all can go deep. Y'all can talk about this in the comments if you'd like. Also, I'm gonna be so for real. I mean I mentioned this before, but I literally did not watch the second season of Cutie Pie. Never got to it and forgot. So if all of that was wrong, ignore it. Cause I don't know if it was true or not. Hopefully the wiki didn't, cause like season one was pretty. Whoa, why am I at a slit? Season 1 was pretty accurate, cause I did watch season 1. Before I leave, do you like the sticker? I made this sticker. It's gonna be inverted, but I'll mirror this shit. I designed it. Cute as a note. Cute as it. Don't cry over spilt milk. So true. Words to live by. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you want me to talk about BL in the future, like the video. If you don't want me to do this ever again, like the video. If you have suggestions, comment. And yeah. That's gonna be enough for me. So peace out. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
There's a teddy bear. It almost ate me. There was a jump scare. It played a scary sound and it jumped in front of me. I don't know what to do.